This is a 10-minute clip. I'm not going to play a lot of it, but he has some really salient points here. I really, really, really appreciate Cam Newton and how he is able to articulate the value that he got from being on ESPN, being almost like a student of these giants in Stephen A, in, you know, all the other guys and gals that he got to learn from, which is like, I think a very different attitude and perspective than you had from Ryan Clark.
Unfortunate what happened to me, some would think, but I'm good. 4th and 1 ain't going nowhere. Funky Friday ain't going nowhere.
Not at all.
When you think about what happened to Emmanuel Acho, Joy Taylor, different circumstances, different networks, different situations, but this is what you have to understand. When you look at the speakeasy, all right, and when you look at other sports personalities having and taking control of their own narrative, it's imperative that walking into this industry, you would be a fool, asinine behavior if you don't take that opportunity to say, number one, I need to learn as much as I possibly can because I do not know when that time is going to call when I get tapped on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, also take this as a way to bring more attention, more eyeballs, and to also magnify your personal IP. And I knew that that's what my intentions were.
Yeah.
They knew that that was what my intentions were. I was counseled to say, Cam, there's not another platform on linear television in your field like ESPN. And that was truer words that could not be spoken any clearer. You can't make me hate ESPN.
Yeah.
What I've learned, it was an internship almost. The production value, they're the leading sports source for a reason. They have the leading talent, not only in front of the camera, but behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That makes sure whether it's a live show or whether it's in studio, that they are always on the cutting edge of topics and information, and also how it's rolled out.
Yeah.
So when the news came about, yes, I felt like anybody else would.
Because I was going to say, did you see it coming?
I didn't, but that's not the topic that I want to kind of belabor on.
Yeah.
Only thing I can look at now, I will not be going back to First Take.
Yeah.
So no more Cam at First Take. This is alongside Stephen A, which will he be missed? I don't know. I think you heard it from the man himself, right? He's very much in control of his own destiny. He's got the 4th and 1. He's got his own little media empire over there. And he's absolutely right. You need your own platform in this day and age. People are now more than ever getting their news from places other than news. What do I mean by that? In the last 10 years, the subscriber base from ESPN has peaked at 100 million households. Say that number one more time. 100 million people watched ESPN on or after 2010. We'll call it 2011. And it's down to 61 million today. So they've lost 40%, about 39% of their subscribers. Where have they gone? For the first time ever in history, people are getting their news from YouTube, social media, Facebook, X as the primary source. Secondary to that is TV. So therein lies like exactly what Cam is saying. You need your own platform. You need to control the narrative, especially as an athlete, a former athlete. And so I really appreciate his take on the whole thing. He learned a lot. You learn from the best. You establish the relationships when you're at the mothership. You get the emails, you collect the phone numbers, and you study. And then you take that back with you, which is exactly what he's done or will do, it seems. Fresh off of it, but good for him. Good for Cam Newton. And we'll see what happens to Ryan Clark. And sad to see Carl Ravitch go. End of an era. Absolutely.